My family, Piers Morgan and Russell Myers have reacted to Meghan launching her own lifestyle brand called American Riviera Orchard. And before I tell you what they've said, and of course you know they're whinging, moaning, and complaining, before I even cover that, I want you to know something. The tabloids and members of the Royal Rota who cover members of the royal family for a living don't have a problem with Prince Harry being called Duke of Sussex. The problem they have is that Meghan is called the Duchess of Sussex. That is the problem that UK media have. That's the problem that the firm has. You know why? Because in the first place, they never ever wanted Harry and Meghan to get married. Because as we now know, Thomas Markle was roped in to try and mess up Harry and Meghan's wedding. And the person he told us, he confessed that he maintained contact with at the palace was Jason North, the same man who is Prince William AD, who issued a statement against Meghan in court to assist Daily Mail in Meghan's court case against Daily Mail. And there's no way Jason North ever could issue a statement against Meghan without William's approval. So really, as I'm saying, whenever you hear carnival of so-called experts chanting, strip them of their titles when speaking about Harry and Meghan. When calling for Harry and Meghan to be stripped of their titles, remember, it is not Harry who they want to lose his Duke of Sussex title and name. Basically, it's a name, my family. Duke of Sussex is a name. It's Harry's name. It's Harry's birthright. They don't want Harry to lose it. The person they want to lose that name, that title, is Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex. They can't stand seeing Meghan being referred to or being called Duchess of Sussex. They don't want that. UK media do not want that, even one bit. Now, my family, in the account on Instagram called My Family American Riviera Orchard, which is my family Meghan's new lifestyle brand. Basically, it is written on the profile, American Riviera Orchard, the name of the brand, accompanied with my family Meghan's name, by Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, established in 2024. And also, it's accompanied by a link to my family, the brand's website, americanriviera.com. Now, my family, UK media, have a problem with Meghan being called Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex. And Piers Morgan himself, my family, has gone on X, formerly called Twitter, to whinge, mourn, and complain about Meghan, as he always does. And my family, and here is what Piers Morgan, my family, has said on X, formerly called Twitter. And I quote, Meghan Markle launching her new royal title exploiting business flogging garlic spreads on the same day that Princess Diana's memory was being honored just about sums her up it stings, says Piers Morgan. My family, I believe I have spoken about this. There is no way Meghan makes any announcement without Harry knowing. Harry's mother is the late Diana. And Diana passed away, my family, decades ago. And one of the reasons as to why she died is because of how she was hounded by the media, how she was hounded, paparazzi, paid for by the media. And also don't forget, my family, Harry's comments in his court case against the Mirror about Piers Morgan or on Piers Morgan. Harry said, and I quote, "The thought of Piers Morgan earwigging into my mother's private conversation before she died makes me sick, makes me ill." Those are Harry's words. Those are Harry's statement to the court in his court case against the Mirror, whereby Harry proved that he knew the Mirror engages in phone hacking. And you know what's common between Piers Morgan and Russell Myers, who also was complaining about my family, Meghan, basically using her name, Meghan, the Duchess of my family, Sussex. My family, Russell Myers, himself said this, and I quote. Kindly please, family, hear this because there's something I have to say about this. He says, if you sign up for information on Meghan Markle's new business venture, you will be notified about products. And Russell Myers, who writes columns for the Mirror tabloid, says it's a clear breach of the agreement by the Duke and Duchess of Sussex to no profit of their royal titles. Is it not? Watch this space. And also, Russell himself is someone who has put his name, my family, his email, that way he is updated. Just like what I did yesterday. Whenever my family, there is new information put out by my family, Meghan's luxury brand, American Riviera Orchard, my family. He also wants to be updated. At the same time, he's complaining about Meghan using her name, Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, on the Instagram, my family, account profile for my family, Meghan's new luxury brand, American Riviera Orchard, my family. And my family, do you know what's common between Piers Morgan and Russell Myers is that all of them worked at the Mirror. And as all of you know, Harry won his court case against the Mirror tabloid, proving that indeed the Mirror did hack his phone, that indeed the Mirror tabloid engaged in unlawful gathering of information. Harry proved it all. He won his case. And my family, now the Mirror is attacking his wife, Meghan, because Harry dared sue them. And not just sue them, he sued them and won. And not only that, it's clear Harry wants every single person who engaged in phone hacking to be put in prison. And the claimants of the case are demanding the police take action and arrest those who engaged in phone hacking. And I'm hoping that Piers Morgan is the first one to go down. But they're attacking Meghan to retaliate against Prince Harry for daring to sue them and win his case against the Mirror. My family, as Harry did. First of all, my family, how did Meghan become the Duchess of Sussex? Meghan became the Duchess of Sussex when she and Harry got married. That's when Meghan became the Duchess of Sussex after marrying Prince Harry. If the carnival of so-called experts like Piers Morgan and Russell Myers have a problem with Meghan being called Duchess of Sussex, my family, here's what I have to tell Piers Morgan and Russell Myers. There's a way in which no one can be called Duke. No one in the UK can ever be called Duchess. You can do that by abolishing the monarchy. That's how Harry and Meghan can stop being called Duke and Duchess. If UK media have such a problem with that, then here's my advice to them, my family. Abolish the monarchy. If you do that, then guess what? You won't have to call Harry and Meghan the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. You won't have to call Prince William the Prince and the Princess of Wales. You won't have to call William and Kate that the Prince and Princess of Wales. You will not have to do that. Otherwise, keep your mouth shut. If you don't want the monarchy to be abolished, because Piers Morgan and Russell Myers call themselves royalists, then you can't complain about Meghan using her name, Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex. And my family, also, don't forget this very, very crucial point. I remember that Meghan was told by palace courtiers to remove her name, Rachel Meghan Markle, from her son's birth certificate and replace it with the name the Duchess of Sussex. However, it is not nothing. Prince Harry was allowed to use all his names, but Meghan was told to remove her name and replace it with the Duchess of Sussex. And she did as she was told. At the time, Meghan never ever realized that she was being set up. The order she was given to remove her name and replace it with the Duchess of Sussex name on her son Archie's birth certificate, family, on her son Archie's birth certificate, was then used against her, my family later on, whereby my family Meghan was accused of somehow my family, being the one who was behind the move of removing her name and using the name of Duchess of Sussex, my family, on her son Archie's birth certificate. And Meghan responded and said this at the time: it would be laughable were it not insulting to claim or insinuate that a mother would want to be nameless on her own child's birth certificate. Meghan said it was an order from the palace. And sadly, my family, what Meghan was told to do by the palace was used against her in the future. So my family, the palace, by telling Meghan to remove her name and replace it with the Duchess of Sussex on Archie's birth certificate, it showed us something. It showed us that Meghan also can refer to herself as the Duchess of Sussex. And that is not just a title. It is a name. And it is Meghan's name. Ever since she married Prince Harry. And if the carnival of so-called experts have a problem with that, then they know what they need to do. Abolish the monarchy. That way nobody is called Duke or Duchess or Prince or Princess. It's so easy. Abolish the monarchy. And therefore, the media can't complain, oh, you know what? Why is this person using their royal title? Because my family, if they're okay with having a monarchy, then they should be okay with my family knowing that other people who are married to members of the royal family will receive a title, which is what happened to Meghan when she married Harry. And they've got to be okay with it, and they've got to accept it. My family. And also, I'll tell you something that is so hypocritical that I just found out. My family. I just found out that Talk TV has done a documentary on who? On Prince Harry. Can you believe it, my family? I know you won't be surprised to find this out. Talk TV is doing a documentary on Prince Harry, the spare. Not on William. I just found out, my family. And apparently, that documentary is being released today. And it's about Harry. And they're calling it Beyond the Spare. My family. You know, I hope I got the name right. I just found out today that that is what Talk TV family has done. You know, they have their own documentary about Harry, who they are making money off of, called Beyond the Spare. Prince Harry Beyond the Spare. That is the name of the documentary done by Talk TV, my family. And guess who has been involved in this documentary? Let me just mention a couple of names, my family. Practically all of the people, most of the people in my family are working at Talk TV. Let me just mention family their names. Let me just mention their names. Kinsey Schofield, my family, the woman who photoshopped Meghan's face out of Meghan's engagement photos and put her face, my family, you know, onto Meghan's engagement photos, my family. You know, to make people think or believe that she was the one who's marrying Prince Harry. You have Julia Hartley Brewer, Rupert Bell, Robert Jobson, Piers Morgan, Kevin O'Sullivan, Charles Rye, Jeremy Kyle, Afua Hagan, Matt Wilkinson of the Santa Breed, Arthur Edwards, Emma Wolf, Michael Cole. Everyone who's working at Talk TV is part of this documentary. At least most of those who are working at Talk TV are part of this documentary about Harry. About Harry. And then Piers Morgan, who's making money off of Harry, can have the audacity, my family, to be like, you know, Meghan is exploiting her royal title by launching this new business, you know, flogging garlic spreads, you know. Oh, Meghan is exploiting her royal titles. Piers Morgan is making money off of people he says he hates. Harry, Meghan. They are doing a documentary, and I just found out today about Harry. And they're calling it Beyond the Spare. I just found out today. And then that person who was doing a documentary to make money off of Prince Harry, off of saying negative things about Harry, is accusing Meghan of exploiting her royal title and family. Not Piers Morgan's. Meghan's royal title. Not Piers Morgan. Piers Morgan is not the one who married Harry. It's Meghan who married Harry. It's Meghan who's the mother of Harry's kids. It's Meghan who has been bullied for 8 years straight, non-stop, by the Wikimedia media, by Piers Morgan, my family, by Piers Morgan, and the others, you know, Carnival, also called experts, and they're like, Meghan, how can you make money? Why are you making money? Really, my family, that's their complaint. That Meghan, my family, is not funded by the taxpayer in the UK is earning her own living. They have a problem with that. And also, my family, it's absurd why they have a problem with Meghan launching her own luxury lifestyle brand, American Riviera Orchard. I'll tell you why. Now, here's why. My family, as you know, Meghan, before she even met Harry, before she even knew Harry's name or married Harry, she had her own lifestyle brand, her own blog, The Tig. My family, Meghan had that. She had her own lifestyle blog, The Tig. And Meghan did say in the Harry and Meghan documentary, The Tig began as a hobby, whereby Meghan was updating her followers, which were millions of followers before she even met Harry. I even remember at the time, Meghan had more followers than the Crystal Palace Instagram account. I even remember that. I remember that very, very well. I remember that very well, my family. And Meghan was forced to close down her account on Instagram and also close down her business, The Tig. That was reportedly making Meghan up to $80,000 a year. Just before Meghan, my family, met and married Harry. And Meghan said it turned and became a successful business venture. My family. So Meghan, basically, by what she's doing right now, with now a new lifestyle brand, my family, called American Riviera, my family, Orchard. American Riviera Orchard. Meghan is going back to what she did before she met Harry. The only difference this time is that she has, my family, a much larger profile. My family. Which means that indeed, I firmly believe, my family, Meghan will soon become a billionaire. Which is what the carnival of so-called experts are afraid of. Remember, back in the UK, the tabloids are telling the public, oh, Harry wants to come back. He is desperate to bring his family back to the UK. And here is Meghan launching, my family, our own luxury lifestyle brand called American Riviera Orchard. Meghan is continuing her life in, my family, Montecito. And also Meghan has used the name American, not British. Meghan has used the name American Riviera Orchard. My family, does that sound to you like a person who is interested in returning to the royal fold? Because if Meghan was in the royal fold, there's no way she'll be allowed to earn a living, to make money, my family. Using this, luxury brand, American Riviera Orchard. No way. As you can recall, Meghan was asked to close down the Tig that made her good money. And for what? Because Charles was telling Harry, there's no money for Meghan. There's no money for her. There's no money for Meghan. Prince Harry was being told that. At the same time, Meghan was being asked to close down her business. The Tig, which Meghan did. And for what? To serve the monarchy for free? Earning nothing? Harry tells us Meghan was the one who was buying sofa at their home. That's a prince. My family. When you think about a prince, you see wealth, riches, money, power, influence. But then Meghan, who UK media like to disparage so much, is buying sofa my family, for at the place where she and Harry were staying, to make the place more comfortable for she and Harry. Meghan is the one paying the suffer for a whole prince, my family. You know, I say this because my family, I want people to realize and understand this, that Meghan gave up an amazing life. An amazing, fantastic life. A life of freedom. And for what? And for what? You know? Clearly, she fell in love with Harry. And the one that she put up with everything thrown at her because she loves Harry. She loves the guy so much. Because what Meghan has gone through is enough to make anybody run for the hills. The bullying, the abuse, the hounding for 8 years, it's enough to make anyone run for the hills. But Meghan has stuck by her husband's side, supporting her husband despite everything. You know, the fact is, before Harry, Meghan was never my family being bullied or attacked on a daily basis. Before Harry, Meghan was never my family being mocked, insulted, or hounded, or harassed on a daily basis. You know? Our own friends told Meghan, is he worth this harassment, this talking? Clearly, Harry was worth everything because Meghan fell in love with Harry. Meghan fell in love with Prince Harry. You know? And my family, UK media, have been exploiting Meghan for a long time. And they have exploited Harry ever since Harry. The world found out that Diana was pregnant. UK media were exploiting Harry from the moment the world found out Diana was pregnant. My family, you know? And now the same ones who've been exploiting Harry and Meghan, who are making money off of creating documentaries about Harry and Meghan, about Harry, calling it Beyond the Spare, are the same ones who are chanting, why are you making money? Why are you cashing in on your royal title? Hypocrisy of the highest order. Hypocrisy of the highest order. How do you tell anyone that you are making money off of, hey you, Meghan, Harry, don't make money, and you are making money off of Harry and Meghan? Please, make it make sense. I want to understand this. How do you have the audacity to write articles full of negativity about Harry, and especially about Meghan Markle, and then you go on your X account, formerly called Twitter, and write, Meghan is exploiting her royal title to make money. And then you go like, oh, you know what? Harry and Meghan are breaching the agreement made with the late Queen by making money. And you are making money off of Harry and Meghan. First of all, the only agreement that Harry and Meghan made with the Queen is that they won't use their HRH, my family, you know, title, my family, or reference in their names. They will not do that. And they haven't done that. Harry and Meghan are free to pursue commercial ventures. But I understand why UK media are angry, because as I told you, being an influencer, you can become even a billionaire. I told you this. You know, and there's one thing that the tabloid media don't want, is to see Harry and Meghan making money. They want them begging Charles for money, begging William for money. That way, they are able to tell the public that Harry has come back with a tail between his legs to beg Charles for money, to beg William for money. That is what they want to see. But every time Harry and Meghan announce a new commercial venture, UK media become even more and more angry. Remember when Harry and Meghan signed a deal with Netflix? Remember the outrage, the anger from the UK media? Like, how could you? How dare you? And Piers Morgan, I remember he was on Good Morning Britain. He was the first one to complain about Harry and Meghan signing a deal with Netflix. You know, I remember he was among the first one to complain. And just like right now, he's complaining that Meghan is launching a luxury lifestyle brand. That Meghan is just going back to the life she had before she even married Harry. You know, because my family, she had her own brand. She had her own blog, my family, her own lifestyle blog, The Tig. And now she's going back to that life, but with a different name, American Riviera Orchard. She's continuing what she did before she met Harry, and UK media are complaining, you know, about the money she's going to make, about the money she's going to make. They're complaining about that, you know, about the money that Meghan is going to make. Because I've always told you, this is where the money is. This is where the money is. Listen, that deal with Netflix, Spotify, my family, has enabled Harry and Meghan to pay their bills, and it's nice. It's nice. But the money that Meghan is going to make from this venture, and I know UK media are going to try and sabotage this like they tried to sabotage everything Harry and Meghan have. They are going to try and sabotage this. But remember, everything that Meghan wears sells out. Everything that Meghan touches turns to gold. And UK media know that. They know that very well. What they're angry about right now is seeing, first of all, that my family, Meghan, is continuing with her life, proceeding with her life, and not begging to come back to the arms of our abusers. Because back in the UK, as I've said, UK media are telling the public, Harry wants to come back. They're doing polls to claim that Harry, you know, will be welcomed back in the UK if he comes back alone. They're doing those polls, as always. In my family, while they're doing that, Meghan is launching a new business. And that sends a message that clearly Meghan isn't interested in coming back. And if Meghan isn't coming back, there's no way Harry is also coming back to the UK. My family, there's no way that Archie or Lilibet are coming back to the UK to rejoin the royal fold as UK media are telling the public. You know? Because clearly, Meghan and Harry are sending them this message. Their work is in America, and they intend on continuing to work, not begging Charles or William for money. Like how UK media, you know, want to see Prince Harry begging Charles for money. You know, money has always been used as a tool, as a weapon by senior members of the royal family, like William, like Charles, to control those lower in the line of succession, harem, like Prince Harry. Now, what happens when Harry and Meghan keep on making a fortune in the US? It means no matter how many articles UK media write, oh, Harry wants to come back, Harry wants to come back, the fact is UK media will never ever have any kind of control or power over Harry for as long as Harry and Meghan are able to keep making millions and millions and hundreds of millions of dollars. There is no way UK media will ever be able to gain access or control Harry and Meghan's future, destiny, their lives. And that is what UK media can be able to stand. And also, they can't stand that Meghan, a woman of color, is Prince Harry's wife, meaning she is Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, by virtue of being married to Harry. She is called Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex. And UK media can't stand it. They just can't stand it. Piers Morgan, do you know what stinks? What stinks is that you are busy, you know, hacking the phone of Harry's mother, and then all of a sudden you are pretending to care that, you know what, this is the day whereby Diana's memory was being honored. Piers Morgan, why couldn't you honor the memory of Diana by respecting his son, Harry? Why couldn't you honor the memory of Diana by not abusing the woman Diana Stan fell in love with. Why? Why Piers? So don't tell me you care about Diana. Piers Morgan, if you care about Diana, then why were you hacking her mobile phones? Piers Morgan, if you cared about Diana, then why Piers Morgan have you been exposed as someone who sent paparazzi to hound Diana and make Diana cry, as we learned in Harry's court case against the Mirror, whereby we found out that Diana was leaving her therapist's place. She was okay, smiling, fine. And then she was swarmed with paparazzi. She began crying. The next day, Piers Morgan and his friends were reviewing footage of what made Diana cry. And clearly, it was them. And Piers Morgan told my family to pull around him. You know what? The public must not find out about this. Must not find out about this. About him making Harry's mother cry, shed tears, because he was sending his minions to harass her. That person is pretending to care about the memory of Diana. Oh, please. We must call out the hypocrisy here. We must call out the blatant level of hypocrisy. Piers Morgan never cared about Diana. He only cared about the money he was making from harassing Diana. That's all my family cared about. The thing about Piers Morgan is that I always believed this person, yes, indeed, he's a royalist. But he's someone who, ever since he was born, his mother or someone close to him told him, you are going to be with the princess. Piers Morgan, you're going to be in a relationship with the princess. And my family, there is something that Diana's lover, Major James Hewitt, said about Piers Morgan. His obsession with him. He said that Piers Morgan had developed a vindictive obsession and fixation on him. Does that sound familiar? Because fast forward years later, he has also developed a vindictive obsession and fixation towards Harry and Meghan. That's abusive, it's harassment, it's stalking. He has a pattern. He has a pattern. And I do believe he's someone who really wanted to somehow have a relationship with a princess. And it's never happened. And he's so bitter about that. He is super bitter about my family. And also my family, as also I have said, Meghan doesn't need to check in with my family, William, whether she can announce something or not. Meghan does not need to abide by those so-called my family rules. She's free. She's free to do what she wants when she wants to. My family. And clearly, Meghan announced the launch of a new luxury brand. Harry must have known it was happening. And he was okay with it. And if Harry is okay with it, then who is Piers Morgan? Who's Piers Morgan? Who's Piers Morgan? Because Watuki media are trying to make people think that somehow Meghan, she blindsided Prince Harry by announcing the launch of her luxury brand, which is not the case. Watuki media like using those keywords to create division and hate. That's why they like using those keywords. Oh, Harry and Meghan blindsided the Queen. What was the purpose of that? To try and portray Harry and Meghan in a negative light. That they were doing something wrong by stepping back as senior members of the royal family. That the Queen was not told that Harry and Meghan wanted to step back as senior members of the royal family. The tabloids like using those keywords to spread hate and division, using lies. Because even as I've said, really, even the Queen's statement after Harry and Meghan decided to step back as senior members of the royal family, the Queen's statement read, after months of internal discussions, it's clear Harry and Meghan, they wanted out. Why? Because the bullying, insults, harassment. My family. Harry and Meghan would still be in the UK if only UK media had shown respect to Meghan. And the tabloids know that. They know that very well. But they never ever thought Harry would leave. All these tantrums that you can probably hear happening is because Harry left. And they just can't accept he's happy, he's thriving, and he's living his best life. They cannot be able to, my family, accept that. My family, they need to. They really, really need to. UK media to accept that Harry and Meghan are living the best lives and they leave them, Harry and Meghan, alone. They need to leave my family, Harry and Meghan, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, my family, alone. You know? My family. And also, it is worth noting this, that King Charles did not check in with Harry and Meghan. When he decided to put his coronation on the same day as Archie's birthday, King Charles never checked in with Harry and Meghan. Never. Never. My family, never. So then why should Harry and Meghan be told that, you know what, Meghan, you need to check in with William, you know, if you want to release something or make an announcement? The reason working media are even somehow trying to portray that Meghan somehow must call William and tell him, you know what, I'm planning on making this announcement. Is it okay with you? Is because they want that control over Meghan. They want that control over Prince Harry. And it's high time that they wake up and understand this. They are never going to have any kind of control over the lives of Harry and Meghan. They need to understand it, get it, and accept it. You know? That's what Wikimedia need to do. Because clearly, they have not accepted not having any kind of control or power over Harry and Meghan. Even now, they still think they can make demands from Harry and Meghan. Oh, Meghan, don't make this announcement because today is the Diana Awards. Meghan will do what she wants to do. If Harry is okay with it, then my family, not a single carnival or so-called expert, should be complaining about it. Harry and Meghan are free. And also, on top of that, Harry and Meghan made one other announcement that they had, my family, released, basically awarded, you know, someone called Dr. Joy, the NAACP's actual Foundation Digital Civil Rights Award. Harry and Meghan made an announcement yesterday, you know, my family, the same day as Diana Awards. What does that show, my family? Harry and Meghan will do what they want to do. Harry and Meghan are the ones who respect the legacy of Diana, my family. William, who called his mother paranoid, doesn't care about his mother or the memory of his late mother. If he did, he would never have called his mother paranoid. Never. My family. Harry and Meghan honor Diana by my family doing wonderful acts. And also, Meghan also needs to continue working, which my family clearly she's doing. Continue to work, my family. And Harry is supporting his wife, just like Meghan supports Harry. Life must go on, my family. Life must go on, really, my family. And in the world of Harry and Meghan, these keywords of overshadowing someone or something should not, my family, exist. Harry and Meghan are free to do what they want to do when they want to do it. And they support each other and love each other, my family. And may no one against Harry, Meghan, Archie, and also Lilibet and family ever prosper. My family, you know? Harry and Meghan aren't preaching any deal with the late Queen. My family, they're not doing that like my family are claiming. Harry and Meghan are living their lives and they are not taxpayer funded, meaning They have every right in the world to earn a living. But clearly, as you all know and can see, UK media do have a problem with Harry and Meghan earning a living. They don't want them to. They want Harry and Meghan begging to be taken back to the royal fold, my family. If that happens, then Harry would have failed in his mission to end the cycle of suffering and trauma passed on from father to son, because UK media will, my family, mess up his kids, will destroy the mental health of his kids. UK media are racist. That's how they are. And clearly they have never been able to accept that Harry fell in love with a woman of color, married her, and they have kids. And that they have no control over Harry and Meghan. My family, it's high time they understand that they will never ever have any control over the lives of Harry and Meghan, and just my family move on. My family, you tell me kindly your thoughts about what we have just discussed. I want to hear your opinion. May God bless Harry, Meghan, Archie, and also Lilibet, Diana, and Doria Wagland, and all of you members of the squad at home. Hate never wins, love wins, and stay tuned to our next video. Love you also forever, and may God bless you, all my family. May God bless each and every single one of you. UK media don't care about the memory of Diana. I mean, they chased her to her death. They don't care about her. The family, they care about destroying the next target, Harry and Meghan. And my family, UK media will never ever succeed in destroying Harry and Meghan. They will never ever succeed in destroying Harry and Meghan. And may no be formed against Harry, Meghan, Archie, and also Lilibet, Diana, and Doria Wagland ever prosper. Stay tuned to our next video. Love you also forever, and may God bless each and every single one of your family. And also, as I end this video, UK media must understand this. Meghan is Harry's wife, and by virtue of being Harry's wife, she's entitled, she's called really the Duchess of Sussex, whether UK media like it or not. And they've got to accept it. And even if they strip Harry and Meghan of the title of the family, then guess what? Harry and Meghan will be called the Prince and Princess Henry. That's how they'll be called, my family. And UK media, I know, don't like, basically having to call Meghan Princess. If they can't start calling Meghan Duchess, how would they like it when they have to call Meghan Princess? They won't. So really, if they don't want Meghan to be called Duchess or Princess, there's only one solution. Abolish the monarchy. That's the only solution. And if they don't want to do that, my family, then guess what? They'll have to accept it. Meghan is the Duchess of Sussex. And Meghan earns no taxpayer money, meaning she has to pay her bills. My family, by engaging in commercial ventures. And UK media must accept it. And stop whinging, moaning, and complaining. Meghan is going to be a billionaire. And my family, I look forward to calling Meghan Billionaire Meghan. I look forward to calling Meghan that. That day is coming. Mark my words. With this move by Meghan to launch American Riviera Orchard, the day is coming when we'll be calling Meghan Billionaire. That day is coming. Make no mistake about our family. And UK media are going to lose it. Are going to lose it even more than already they have lost in family. Harry and Meghan are not coming back to the arms of the abusers. And it's high time the abusers understand that. You tell me your thoughts about what we have discussed. I want to hear your opinion, family. I want to hear your opinion. May God bless you all, my family. Stay tuned to our next video, my family. Love you also forever, and stay tuned to our next video. Hello, members of Zesco Family TV. First of all, I want to say thank you for all your support that you give us to our channel. We don't take it for granted that you support this channel. I want to say thank you from the bottom of our hearts for lending out your support and fighting against injustices, supporting Prince Harry and Meghan, showing them love. Love will always triumph over evil, and for that I say thank you. Good will always prevail over bad. Thank you so much for all your support. Thank you so much for joining this community, this amazing community of Zesco Family TV. I love you so much, family, from the bottom of my heart, and I wish you all the best. May you have a great day. And I hope that you enjoyed this video and learned a lot of things. With that and so much more, stay tuned to our next video. Leave a comment below, like, and subscribe. Love you, family, always and forever. Sayonara.